squeeze. I'm not trying to touch your boobs, so you know that. So squeeze it, and you know you get. So you get that nice, and then sometimes around the front, just like take it and do a little twist, so it's out of the face.
So this, you would send a client out like this?
I would never send a client out like this. This is what I recommend. This is what I recommend to my clients because they all ask me, how do I let my hair dry natural? You know, I don't do that at the salon, but this is what I would do, is just split it down the middle, like I did. Split it down the middle, on either side. Put the mousse in the hair, scrunch it just on the ends.
What percentage of clients can let their hair dry naturally?
Then twist out the fronts, twist the front ones around. And then don't touch it. The more you touch it, the bigger it's going to get, the wider it's going to get, the frizzier it's going to get. The more you touch your hair in the drying process, do not touch your hair. If you need to, use a diffuser, but in the diffuser, just hold the diffuser there. Don't touch it, because it will get frizzier and bigger and wider, unless that's what you're looking for, but most girls aren't.
So in the drying front, how many clients would you say you actually let their hair dry naturally and have it look good?
And then, use like
I refuse to answer that.
this much, you know, split it down. Mousse is always good when you're letting the hair dry natural because it's a lightweight product. It, and especially the living proof mousse, it's got a lot of smoothing properties in it. It's got a lot of it makes the hair feel like rubber. So it kind of like smooths out the frizzy ends. It helps hold the wave that's in there. It's everybody's dream to be able to let their hair dry natural, you know? So the question that you had, Maggie, about like what's the percentage of what?
Of clients, would you say really have the kind of hair where they can just let it dry naturally, even with what you're doing, even with the little tips?
Well, I mean, all clients pretty much let their hair dry natural because you'd be surprised how many women don't do their hair every day, you know? You know, or if they do, they half-ass it. They, you know, like say Katie today blow dried her hair when you gave us 15 minutes of a blow dry, right? So she did it, probably put her head upside down, blow dried it, did a little touched it up on the end. I gotta go. I gotta meet Chris. His driver doesn't know where he's going. You know what I mean? She's busy. Everybody's busy. So people do more. I would say they kind of do let their hair dry 50% of the time. Models, it's funny that you asked me that question. You sent me all those pictures of all those models, and they all left their hair dry natural and kind of like threw it over to the side and then threw it over to the other side. And like Daria, who is able to, you know, do nothing to their hair and make it look good. And I think that's because they all have good haircuts. So I think girls nowadays are letting their hair dry natural a lot more. And I think that the percentage is definitely going up. And the timing of like spring and summer, nobody wants to do their hair.
And I just want to ask you very quickly, because we're videotaping, you've got a nice little setup here. You said for all your cuts.
What's that?
For all your cuts, you said you use all your tools.
I use all my tools, all these, yeah. Here's all my tools are right over here. You want to? I have two setups going on. I use all my tools in one haircut. I'll use texture shears, I'll use razor, I'll use scissors.
In addition to the I think what's so cool right now is that, you know, like let's say 5-10 years ago, if a girl hadn't done their hair, we were looking at them as a society as like a girl that was dirty, not together, this, that, and the other. But now we've sort of arrived at a period where a girl that does her hair is looked as conservative, old-fashioned, da-da-da-da-da. Because we're actually like natural hair, wilder hair, more undone hair has become acceptable in American society and looked at as cooler.
It was really interesting.
It's been years of hard work from us. But now we're finally getting there.
Especially when you do your toenails, they just kind of slap on. Here you go, Amanda. Right here.
I mean, that would be so good in a beauty story. A beauty story would be great like that, no? Like a pedicure. Like Lee Bowery nails.
Okay, we can turn it off now.